Hey guys, I'm doing hopefully a quick video here about how I turn $10,000 into $80,000 using this cryptocurrency called Ethereum. At one point, I had 22 Ethereums back in 2021 when Ethereum was trading at $4,800 at one point. And I just wanted to walk you guys through what Ethereum was and what it did for me, and how I was able to use that money uh, to put a down payment towards a house, a three-family house investment property, which is currently generating me some rental income right now. But let's go into coinmarket.com here so you guys can see what Ethereum is currently doing right now, because it's still around. And yeah, we will see what Ethereum is doing right now. And I have to go ahead and share this. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at Ethereum. And we are currently looking at coinmarketcap.com. And scrolling through, you can see that Ethereum, which is the cryptocurrency that I bought back in 2020, is currently trading at $2,300 currently right now. And you can see the other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is trading at $46,700. It's been a good day in the crypto markets today. Mostly everything's in the green. But focusing on Ethereum, okay, I had to buy 22 Ethereums at one point. And what price did I get in at? And when was I buying Ethereum? Let's take a look at the price chart here. I'm going to show you what Ethereum was doing back in 2020. And you can see that in 2019, looking at 2020 over here, around COVID-19 and about March of 2020, Ethereum was trading about $217, $250, and then it dropped down to a low of $119. Let me see if I can fix this chart up a little bit so you guys can see that better. Around February going into March, you can see that Ethereum got down to about $100 on the low, $100.50. And I got in. I didn't get that. I wasn't that good. Okay, I didn't get at $100, but I did get some Ethereum at $125 when I saw that drop. And I bought roughly 12 Ethereums at that point for about $125, which was, about roughly $1,500. Okay. Nothing, for some people that's a lot of money, but for other investors that's small change. And at the time I thought it was small change. Okay, getting myself involved in Ethereum at that point back in March of 2020. And then Ethereum started climbing up, and it got up to about roughly $400 in August of 2020. And I decided to buy some more Ethereum at that point because I knew this was going to be a pretty significant investment. I knew this was going to be a worthwhile investment. So I bought about 5 more Ethereums at like $400 in August of 2020, which would, bring me up to about 17 Ethereums at that point. And because I had 12 before, and that cost me about roughly $4,000 to go get me some more Ethereum at that price. So now I have 17 Ethereums, and then Ethereum keeps climbing up and climbing up. And before we get to this really big candle over here, I think, let me just zoom in a little bit here. We see a big candle coming in December of 2020, and Ethereum shot up from like $600 up to $1,000. And what I ended up doing was I bought some more Ethereum, about roughly $1,000. Maybe I got in a little bit lower than that, maybe like $900. And I bought, 5 more Ethereums, and that would have cost me roughly another $4,000 to $5,000. We'll say $5,000. So $5,000 plus $4,000 plus $1,500, about $10,500 if you want to be, exact to the point. So I had $10,000 that I put of my own money into Ethereum back in 2020. And then what did Ethereum decide to do after that? Well, then Ethereum decided to go up to, oh, look at this, about $2,000. Okay, in February of 2021. And then it just decided to keep on climbing up more. And I wasn't going to sell because I wanted it to be a long-term investment. I thought Ethereum was going to go to like $10,000. And it got up as high as like $4,384 in May of 2021. Then it took a steep drop. Okay. Me and my friends, we all thought that Ethereum was going to go to like $10,000. I stuck around. I didn't want to sell. And I saw it got down as low as 1,700, and that was pretty tough. Some of my friends did end up selling when it got to like $2,000, but I stuck it through because I was in it for the long run. I wanted to hit the home run, so I kept my Ethereum. And then I saw Ethereum start to recover, and it went up to like about $4,000 in August of 2021, surprising a lot of people. A lot of people thought it would never go back up again. Okay, and then it just continued climbing just a little bit more up to now we're looking at the first week of November in 2021. We see Ethereum at $4,800, $4,867. So like at that point, 48 times 22. You do the math, but I almost got close to about having $100,000 worth of Ethereum back in November of 2021. And that was just my Ethereum investment. I also had Bitcoin as well. My total account value was like over $100,000. I think I remember seeing it like $130,000 back in November of 2021. And I stuck it through because, once again, I thought Ethereum was going to go up to like $10,000. Why not? It made it that far. Why couldn't it go up to like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10,000? Okay. But it didn't. And then what we ended up having here is we got some more red candles coming in. These are weekly candles. And what did Ethereum end up doing? So I decided, towards the end of December, because I bought back in 2020, that I wanted to sell some of my Ethereum. And I sold some of my Ethereum, the majority of my Ethereum, about $3,800. Okay, once I saw it go below $4,000 and I saw it couldn't go back up to $4,000, I was getting nervous. I wanted to keep my profits. I didn't want to see it go back all the way to $2,000. So I decided at 3,800 and just doing a little chart analysis. Why did I do that? So when I want to protect my profits, so when I saw Ethereum go to $4,000 back in May of 2021, I knew that it was possible that it can go up to $4,000. And then I saw it top out again near $4,000 back in August of 2021 before it went down in September to about 2,600, and then it bounced back up. All right. Now, when it did that bounce up, this is very important. When it did that bounce up, I knew that this $4,000 level was very important. We had to protect our profits here. And what I did was once it got to $4,000 and it just kept on coasting up, I put a stop loss. I didn't put it at $4,000 because I didn't want to see the price go from like 4,800 down to 4,000 just to quickly go back up to 4,800 again. And then I get, stopped out and I have a taxable event and I have to show the tax man that I sold my Ethereum at $4,000. So I put it a little bit below $4,000. I put it like 3,800 on the stop loss because I didn't think, I thought like, if it did go down and hit like 3,900, then maybe it would bounce up just to give a little head fake. So I kept it at 3,800. But then when it kept going down below past 3,900 down to 3,800, I was like, all right, I've seen enough. All right, this thing is not doing what it needs to do. It's down about roughly 25% from where it topped out at, with the all-time high being 4,800. I figured, now's a good time to sell some of my Ethereum. So I sold the majority of my Ethereum at $3,800. And then I think I sold the rest of it as it went into January of next year because I, didn't want to pay all taxes on all those gains. So I waited until like the beginning of January, like the first, second, or third day of January 2022. And I sold maybe some more Ethereum at like $3,300, $3,500. And I got rid of the rest of my Ethereum at that point. But basically, what I ended up with was what was 10 grand turned into 80 grand for my Ethereum, because I bought so low, and I sold it almost near 4 grand per coin, and I had 22 of them. So I ended up with 80 grand. And what did I do with that 80 grand? What I ended up doing with that 80 grand was I basically had to pay taxes as a good investor and citizen of America. And they were long-term gain taxes. So with the long-term gains, you only have to pay 15% on your long-term gains. So I paid roughly about 10, 12 grand in taxes. I actually ended up paying a little bit more than that because of some of my other businesses and investments that I had. But I mainly end up paying about maybe 12 grand in taxes. And I still had some more money left over, obviously. So what did I do with the rest of the money? I took 30 grand and I put it down as a down payment towards a 3-family house that could generate me some rental income. That 30 grand was the down payment plus closing costs and everything else involved. Nowadays, with the way houses are, you're gonna have to pay almost all the closing costs because, especially when I bought the house in 2022, it was there was bidding wars, and the sellers could, it was a seller's market. The sellers could sell and not have to pay anything. And if you asked for an inspection, they would just go with someone else that didn't want to do an inspection on the house. So I had to pay the closing costs as well as the down payment, and it ended up being about 30 grand. So what was that? 80 minus 12 brings us to 68 minus 30, brings us to about 38 grand. So I roughly had a little bit more than about 38 grand left over. And what did I do with that? Vacations. And then what else? I also used the money to go ahead and put it back into the stock market and crypto, so I can do it all over again and buy another house. So that is the plan, is to get another investment property with my gains that I made from Ethereum. Okay. And plan on doing it again. And is it possible to do it again? Well, let's go back into coinmarket.com again. Okay. Let's go ahead and share that screen here. And we will see that, if I was to buy Ethereum again at $2,300, could it do it again? The market cap right now for Ethereum is it is roughly $278 billion. Could Ethereum go up 10x and be $2.7 trillion coin? Possibly. Yeah. Could Bitcoin do it? I mean, looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin has $916 billion in it. Could Bitcoin go from 46 grand to 460 grand and 10 times your money? Well, that would probably put Bitcoin at about $10 trillion. And, just to use a good gauge as to if that's possible, we can look at the market cap of gold, because some people say that Bitcoin could possibly be a store of value, just like gold. And gold, we have the gold market cap. What could it possibly be? Well, the estimated market cap, because they don't have the exact value, because they don't know how much gold there is currently that has been dug out of the ground. But based on their estimates, they're showing that with the price of gold being about $2,035 per an ounce, and with the world's above ground gold reserves, there's about $13.667 trillion of gold out there. Okay. So could Bitcoin go from $46,000 and $900 billion to a $13 trillion asset? Yeah, because gold did it. Why can't Bitcoin do it? I hear about more people buying Bitcoin than I do gold. And with this Bitcoin ETF coming out and the Bitcoin halving, I think that's most likely possible that it could do that. So, even nowadays, if you want to be the most conservative crypto investor out there and you just want to stick with Bitcoin, your Bitcoin could probably go up to 400 grand, 460 grand, and you could 10x your money with Bitcoin. And if you can 10x your money with Bitcoin, then you'll be able to definitely do a 10x with Ethereum. And then you could do a 10x with Solana. I mean, Solana is at what, $42 billion? Can Solana be $420 billion? Of course it can. All right. What else could Cardano? $18 billion? Could Cardano go up to 180 billion? Sure bet. And then Avalanche, another crypto that's very popular out there. Could AVAX go up to from 13 billion to 130 billion? Yes, of course it could. And I mean, it could probably go up maybe 40 times or 100 times where it's at. If it did 100 times, it would be, instead of $130 billion for Avalanche, you'd be about 1.3 trillion. Could Avalanche do that? Possibly. And so are these other coins here, such as Chainlink. I wouldn't really touch Tron if I was you guys, but I would probably look into like Chainlink and Polygon. These are all like $8 billion market cap coins here. What else? Another coin, Injective. $3 billion. Can Injective go from 3 billion to 30 billion? Of course. That's why if you want to like 10x your money in crypto and do what I did and buy a house, using 10 grand or even less than 10 grand, probably do it like 5 grand. I would look into these cryptocurrencies like Injective and Nair Protocol. Okay. Optimism. These are all coins I've heard that could do pretty well in this upcoming bull market in crypto. Caspa. Okay. These coins here, just looking at the top 100 coins, if Bitcoin is capable of going up 10x, then these other coins can do 10x as well. And you could turn your 10 grand into 100 grand. Or if you have 100 grand to play with, you turn your 100 grand into $1 million. And you do that with cryptocurrencies all day long. Okay. So that's my video about how I turned basically 10 grand into 80 grand. At one point, it was at 130 grand. And that also included Bitcoin and Ethereum that I had at that time. And then, I settled down once I saw them, go below 100 grand and got down to like 90 and 80 grand. That's when I started selling some of my coins. And hopefully I'm working on trying to do that again. If this video was pretty useful to you guys, if it was good information, go ahead and like this video. If you have any comments, if you think you can do this with a stock instead of a crypto, tell me what stock you think can do that. I mean, I can think of one right now that might be able to do that. I'm thinking like Nvidia could do that, just like crypto, but that's like one stock. And we're talking in the crypto world, we're talking every single crypto could 10x. So I mean, you can't say that about the stock market. In order for a stock to 10x, you have to wait 10 years. They go up like 10% every year. For cryptos, you could do a 10x in 1 year. That's why it's a very hot investment, very speculative investments. But if you get in early and you can wait, it's possible. And just about anybody could be a genius in this market if you get in at a low price and you just wait a year or two. That's why I think crypto investments are going to be the hot thing to talk about going into 2024 and 2025. And I hope you guys like this video. And I'm trying to build up this community, this investment community on the Meet Damian channel. And if you guys could subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, I got more videos like this coming up. The next one's probably going to be a stock market video talking about Nvidia, because I think that's a good stock to get into as well. And that's going to be the end of the stream, guys. I hope you guys take care and talk to your financial advisor, because I am not a financial advisor, and see if any of this stuff makes sense to help you with your investments and your goals. And this has been another video for the Meet Damian channel. And I hope you guys take care and get rich. Bye now. Do it.